and welcome to my scale model helicopters video. The helicopter I'd like to start with is my Vario Squirrel helicopter. As you can see, it's quite a size, this helicopter. It measures in at nearly 6 feet in length, so it's quite a size, not really suitable for beginners. Some of the bits and pieces that I've done to the helicopter to make it look a little bit more realistic, as you can see, I've painted the tail rotor blades here, which are now the correct colour. They were white. On the underside of the tail boom, I've added some Vario scale aerials, which is part of a scale fittings kit. Up on top, I've also added the dummy exhaust here and here. A little bit further round, I've put a fuel filler valve on here to fill the helicopter. It's a lot easier than pulling the pipe off the carb to get fuel into the tank. There's a door handle fitted here. Further round to the front there, you can see some decals which are homemade. The pitot tube on the front here was homemade, as was the wind direction indicator. I'm not aware that you can buy these, so I had to make them. There's a Vario windscreen wiper here. There's another aerial up on top here, and another one here. I've also fitted a retractable landing light on this helicopter, which I'll show you working in a minute. If we come around to the front and inside the helicopter, at the back there you can see the black servo there, micro servo, which operates the landing light, and there's also the micro switch there, which switches the light on and off, and there's the retractable landing light there in the retracted position. Back around to the front and on the underside of the nose of the helicopter, if you watch, I'll flick the switch on the transmitter and the light comes on as it comes down, and then as the light retracts it switches back off again. And this is simply wired up to a spare channel on the receiver. I've got mine wired in at channel 7, and I use a flickable switch on the transmitter. You can use the throttle stick if you want to, but I prefer to use one of the other switches. Anyway, that's my Vario Squirrel. Hope you like it. The next helicopter I'd like to show you is my MBB BO105 helicopter. This is actually a Grosvenor-Heim helicopter. The fuselage is Grosvenor-Heim and the mechanics inside are Grosvenor-Heim mechanics also. They are uni-expert mechanics. This one's powered by an OS61 engine, so it's not quite as powerful as the Vario Squirrel up there, but the difference is barely noticeable. You can't tell the difference between the two engines. On this helicopter I've fitted full cockpit detail. The cockpit's available as a kit and you just add it yourself. You get the collective and cyclic sticks, also the tail rotor pedals there that you can see. Also, you can see in the front there's a homemade fire extinguisher and a homemade first aid kit in the back. I've actually fitted a bulkhead in this helicopter so you can't see the mechanics when you're looking in from the front. And you can also see the windscreen wipers there, which are Vario items. Towards the back of the helicopter we've got the dummy exhausts again, which add a little bit of scale detail. And on this particular one I've made it a little bit easier to get to the on-off switch. You don't have to open any doors and stick your hand inside. On this one I've simply made a hatch that opens here, which is just a couple of hinges, a couple of Dubro hinges. You've got the on-off switch there, you've got your glow driver there, you've got your charging lead here, and you've also got your fuel filler here. You put your fuel in and then just push that back into place and the hatch closes and it's secured with a small screw there. Makes things a lot easier. The tail rotor blade tips is painted. If you're going to paint your tail rotor blades, always remember to recheck the balance after you've painted them, because it's very easy to alter the balance of the blades and you end up with a lot of vibration on the helicopter. So as I say, this is my BO105 helicopter. This is my recently built Augusta A109 power helicopter, and this was a present from my lovely wife Linda, so thank you very much again for that. Starting at the back of the helicopter, you can see that I've put some various markings on here. There's an oil inspection window here, which is cut out with a Dremel, which is very easy to do. Some more markings here, here and here for the tail rotor, danger sign for the tail rotor. There's also, we have an aerial here and here. The exhausts come with the kit but require some cutting out and then fixing into place. You get the rotary beacons with the kit also. There's a one there and we'll have a one on the underside here. Moving further forward, we've got some retract doors here and some more markings on the wing stubs here, which is just indicating what the tyre pressures have to be. We've got some Vario door handles here and here again, as we have on the other helicopters, and some more markings on the front. If we come around to the front windscreen, we've got some Vario windscreen wipers here. some airspeed indicators and another aerial up on top here. The mechanics in this particular helicopter are uni expert mechanics, and I've got a Futaba GY401 gyro on the tail rotor with a 9254 servo, the best combination you can get in my opinion. What I did on this helicopter, I decided to fit some retract doors because I didn't like the way the retracts looked with just the wire behind, so I decided to fit the doors front and rear, and I think they make quite a difference to the way the helicopter looks. And they're very simple in operation. They go up when the wheel goes up and they come down when the wheel comes down, so there's no problems about getting them to work. That's more or less all I can show you on this particular helicopter. I cut out the vents here on the top there and the same on the other side, and also on here, which is very easily done if you have a Dremel, which is it's a great tool to use if you're into modelling. So that's my Augusta 109. Well, that's just about it for now. I hope you've enjoyed having a look at my scale helicopters, and it's maybe given you a bit of an insight into what's available if you're thinking of getting into the hobby. The last helicopter that I want to show you is this one here. By no means a scale helicopter, as you can see. It's a 30 size pod and boom helicopter, and the reason why I'm showing you this helicopter is quite simple. If you can't fly a helicopter and you would like to eventually own and fly one of these types of helicopter, really you need to start with one of these ones first. Get a pod and boom helicopter, you know, it could be one of these, it could be the Air Skipper 30 Hirobo shuttle, and you practice until you can do all the flying manoeuvres safely and competently. It's no good getting one of these to learn to fly with. Believe me, it'll end up wrecked within the first couple of flights, and it would be a shame because these are by no means cheap to get flying and get built. You know, by the time you've bought everything you need for these helicopters, you're probably talking close on £1,000, and you just can't afford to waste that sort of money when you're learning to fly the helicopter. So as I say, get one of these and practice, you know, until you can do everything safely and competently. If you live in the northeast of England, I can help you with this. You know, I can help set the helicopter up for you. I can help you learn to fly the helicopter. So if you do, as I say, ultimately want to own one of these, when you do get one, you'll be able to fly it. But above all, you'll be able to fly it safely and you'll enjoy flying it. That's what it's all about, enjoying the helicopters. Well, that's all for now. I'll be doing some more videos hopefully in the future, so if you just keep a lookout for them. And I hope to talk to you very soon. Okay, thanks for watching. Cheers, bye.